What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking a bit about cannabinoid ratios and what they mean. But before that, we got to get elevated, so let's go ahead and roll up this half-gram Aces High from Grassroots. Super stinky, frosty, beautiful looking bud, nicely trimmed. So I'm gonna grind that up, roll it up. Nice. Got a nice pungent odor to it. Nice and frosty. Not too much keef comes off the bud, but it's all stuck to the leaf there of the flower. Let's roll this bad boy up. Time to steam the broccoli. It's got this really great diesel, skunky, earthy taste. With both parents being diesel, they should have called it super diesel or double diesel instead of Aces High. But super pungent, great taste. Little diesel, little earthy, skunky. Hopefully you guys are joining me. If so, let me know what you're toking on. Okay, so 20-to-1 CBD. If you had a strain that has, let's say, 20% CBD, that means it would have 1% THC. If you had 50% CBD, you would have 2.5% THC. Okay, so that's just telling you a ratio of what it is from one to the other. Usually it's a CBD ratio, but sometimes there are some strains that have more of a THC to CBD. So you have to look at the label. And you're not allowed in Illinois, you're not allowed to grab the product before you purchase it, but you can always ask them to let you look at the label, and they'll be able to put it on the counter or just hold it for you while you look at the label, and you can see the actual percentages on there and compare them. But this is just telling you the ratio. So if it was a 10-to-1 and you had, let's say, 30% CBD, this would have 3% THC. And that goes for edibles as well. Anything or everything, THC, CBD. Again, if it was reversed and it was more of a THC stronger strain, that it would be the other way around. Instead of it being 30% CBD, it would be 30% THC and then 3% CBD. Okay, so if you had 50% CBD, you would have 5% THC. Now 4-to-1 ratio. If you had 10, let's do 20% CBD, you'd have 5% THC. Again, if it's a THC to CBD ratio instead of a CBD to THC ratio, you just flip that around. So this, instead of it being 20% CBD, it would be 20% THC, 5% CBD. If you have 40% CBD, you would have 10% THC. Now 1-to-1 is just an equal amount, 50%. If you had, let's say, a strain with 50% CBD, it would have 50% THC. If you had 15% CBD, you'd have 15% THC. So again, if it was reversed, if it was a high THC higher, then it'd be the same for this one. But in these here, you just flip it around. Instead of CBD here, it would be THC and then CBD here. Now you see on something like this, you see it's 1 gram or 1,000 milliliters, 1,000 milligrams. But if you look here, it only has CBD 729 milligrams and THC 69 milligrams for a total of 828 milligram cannabinoids, not 1,000 milligrams. So that's the second part of this. That'll be in the second video. So don't forget, subscribe so you don't miss out on that part of the video. So if you have a 20-to-1 or similar CBD to THC, that's a high CBD with very little THC. If you have a, say, 10-to-1 or somewhere around there, 10-to-1 CBD to THC, that's again still high CBD with low THC. If you have closer to a 4-to-1 CBD to THC, that's still again high CBD, but you're getting closer to a medium THC level. If you have a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1, that's more balanced. Obviously 1-to-1 is equal ratio. 2-to-1 CBD to THC is twice as much CBD as it is THC, but still more balanced. Normally with the high CBD to low THC strain, you don't get as much of the effect from the THC just due to the fact that it's low THC, and there's also studies out that say that CBD combats the psychoactive effects of THC. They have a lot of strains out that are produced or crossbred just so that they can reach this 20-to-1 or 10-to-1 ratio CBD to THC. But in oils like RSO or edibles, you can control that yourself by putting in more of one CBD strain and less of one THC strain, or vice versa, less of a CBD strain, more of a THC, depending on what type of cannabinoids you want to consume. Now, just because you have a 1-to-1 ratio doesn't mean the numbers are gonna exactly match up. You may have 1-to-1 CBD to THC and it'll have 10% CBD, but that doesn't mean it's gonna have 10% THC. It could have a little bit less or a little bit more, maybe 8%, maybe 11%. Same, with all of them, 4-to-1, 10-to-1. It's not an exact amount. So if you have 4-to-1 and you have 20% CBD, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have 5% THC. You may have 4%, you may have 6%. Or if you had 22% CBD, that doesn't mean you're gonna have 5% THC. Again, it could be a little bit more, a little bit less. Well, that's about it for this part of the video, you guys. There's a second part. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit with me here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment if you want. Hope you're having a great day, smoking on some good broccoli. Happy token.